Welcome to Magical Kingdom, where we explore the enchanting world of magic, fantasy, and adventure. Join us for captivating stories, mystical journeys, and unforgettable experiences. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical videos. Today, we're diving into a mystical tale of love and adventure. Our story is called The Enchanted Hearts. So, sit back, relax, and let the magic unfold. Chapter 7: The Gathering Storm. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a tapestry of deep oranges and purples across the sky. Isla and Eryx emerged from the boundary woods, the weight of the encounter still heavy on their minds. They walked in silence for a time, the serenity of the twilight only amplifying their shared tension. Isla could feel the energy of the day fading, as if the world itself was holding its breath in anticipation of what was to come. "Where do we go now?" Isla asked finally, breaking the silence. "We can't just return to the village." The creature said. "The Shadow King's eyes are upon us." Eryx nodded, his expression grave. "We need to find a place to regroup and gather our allies. There are others like us, those who oppose the Shadow King. We can't face him alone." "Do you know where to find them?" Isla asked, her heart pounding at the thought of allies. She felt both a sense of relief and trepidation. The prospect of being part of something larger than herself was both exhilarating and frightening. "There's a hidden enclave not far from here," Eryx replied, glancing toward the horizon where the first stars began to twinkle. "It's a sanctuary for those who fight against the darkness. We'll be safe there, at least for a while." As they walked, the night grew darker, and the air became heavy with the scent of damp earth and blooming night flowers. Isla felt the magic pulsing within her, but she was acutely aware of how untrained she was. She needed to learn to harness it before it could lead her into danger again. "Eryx," she said, hesitating for a moment. "What if my magic is not enough? What if I can't control it when it matters?" He turned to her, his expression softened by understanding. "You are stronger than you realize, Isla. What you did in the glen today showed that. It's not just about power, it's about intention. You need to believe in yourself and trust your instincts." Isla nodded, though self-doubt still gnawed at her. She had lost so much already, the idea of failing now felt unbearable. "What if I can't protect the people I care about?" "You will," Eryx assured her. "But first, you must learn. This is just the beginning. We'll train together, and I'll help you every step of the way." As they approached the hidden enclave, the dense woods gave way to a small clearing, illuminated by the soft glow of bioluminescent plants that cast an ethereal light across the ground. In the center stood a modest stone structure, its walls adorned with ancient runes that shimmered faintly in the dark. It felt like a sanctuary, both inviting and fortified against the encroaching darkness. Eryx pushed open the heavy wooden door, which creaked on its hinges, revealing a warm interior filled with the scent of herbs and the flicker of candlelight. A few figures turned to greet them, their faces illuminated by the soft glow. "Welcome back, Eryx," a woman called, her voice cheerful yet laced with urgency. She had long, flowing hair the color of spun gold and eyes that sparkled like emeralds. "And you must be Isla. We've heard about your brave encounter in the boundary woods." Isla felt her cheeks flush under the attention. I just did what I had to do." The woman stepped closer, extending her hand. "I'm Lira, a healer and a friend. You did well. Many would have run in fear, but you stood your ground." Eryx introduced her to the others in the enclave: Darren, a burly man with a warm smile and a commanding presence, who was responsible for training new recruits, Lira, a sharp-eyed scout with a quick wit, and Kale, a brooding mage whose presence felt both intimidating and intriguing. Once introductions were complete, the atmosphere shifted. Lira motioned for them to sit around a large, wooden table at the center of the room. "We need to discuss what happened and how to proceed. The Shadow King is growing stronger, and we can't afford to be complacent." Eryx nodded, his expression serious as he recounted their encounter with the creature. "It was a messenger, warning us that the Shadow King knows of Isla's awakening powers. We're at risk." Darren leaned forward, his arms crossed. "That means we must act quickly. We need to fortify our defenses and prepare for an inevitable confrontation. If the Shadow King is aware of her, he will send more of his minions to find her." Kale's eyes narrowed as he considered the implications. But if he knows of her, he may try to exploit her. We must ensure she is trained and protected. Isla's heart raced at the mention of training. I want to help, she interjected. I want to learn how to control my magic. Lira smiled warmly. That's the spirit, Isla. But it won't be easy. Magic is a reflection of your inner self, and it will require focus and discipline. We can help you with that. We'll start at dawn, Eryx said, glancing at her with a reassuring smile. I'll be by your side, guiding you. Together, we'll make sure you're ready. As they planned their next steps, Isla felt a flicker of hope growing within her. This was her chance to take control of her destiny, to become the warrior she needed to be. She had already lost so much, she wouldn't let fear dictate her future any longer. After the meeting, Lira showed Isla to a small room at the back of the enclave, where soft bedding and the fragrant scent of lavender filled the space. Rest well, Lira said kindly. Tomorrow will be a new beginning. Isla sank onto the bed, the exhaustion of the day washing over her like a wave. As she closed her eyes, her mind swirled with thoughts of her grandmother, the memory she had sacrificed, and the magic that now surged within her. In the quiet darkness, she felt a flicker of doubt creep in again. Was she truly ready for this? Could she rise to the challenge ahead? But as sleep began to pull her under, she felt a whisper of her grandmother's love and strength envelop her like a protective shroud. With a deep breath, Isla surrendered to the night, her dreams filled with the promise of magic and the flickering light of hope. The next morning, dawn broke with a golden light spilling through the small window. Isla awoke with a sense of purpose coursing through her veins. Today was the day she would begin her training, stepping fully into her new life. As she dressed, her heart thrummed with anticipation. This was her chance to reclaim what had been lost and to embrace the magic that was her birthright. Eryx was waiting for her outside the door, a smile on his face that made her heart flutter. Ready for your first lesson? He asked, his eyes sparkling with encouragement. Isla took a deep breath, feeling the power within her ready to awaken. Ready. As they made their way outside, the air buzzed with energy, the promise of adventure and the weight of destiny pressing on her shoulders. The storm was gathering, but she was prepared to face it head-on, armed with the knowledge that she was no longer alone. Together, they would stand against the darkness.